So now, the next thing is we are moving to midpoint of a line segment. The coordinate of the midpoint of a line of any 2 points or of a line AB is defined as this. The midpoint of A comma B is equals to x1 plus x2 over 2 comma y2 minus y1 over 2. So the midpoint of any 2 points A and B, let me write midpoint of line A and B. The midpoint of line A and B is equals to x1 plus x2 over 2 comma y2 plus y1 over 2. So now let's quickly look at the example. This should not take our time since we've known how to identify our coordinates and the formulas has also been given. We'll just get straight to the point. So the midpoint for these two lines now, in the example, find the coordinate of the midpoint of the line joining the points A and B. So for A, we have that A into bracket of what 4,7, minus 7, and B, what minus 10, 11, minus 10, 11. So what do? You just said the midpoint of A, B is equals to this is your x1, y1, your x2, and your y2. So what do? Say x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. So, and that will give you 4 minus 10 over 2, minus 7 plus 11 over 2. What would that give? So, okay, this will give you minus 6 over 2, right? And this will give you 4 over 2. So the coordinates are minus 3, 2. You can see that it's very direct. So let me do one more example. The other example, which is B, is that we have already been given the midpoint of the two lines joining P and B. So the two lines joining P and B, what's that? Okay, the midpoint already is, the coordinate of the midpoint has already been given, which is m, 2, 4, right? So now, and we already have our formula that the coordinate of the midpoint of a line is what? x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. So x1 in this question is x plus y, plus y, x2 is just y over 2, and y1 is 2y plus 3, plus x1 is x2 is 2x minus 1. Y2 is 2x minus 1 over 2. So with this, you say your m of 2, 4 is equals to x plus 2y over 2, 2x plus 2y plus 3 minus 1 will give us plus 2 over 2. So with this now, we can say that the x coordinate, the midpoint of the line AB for x coordinate is this. So we can say x plus 2y over 2 is equals to 2, right? And we can also say that 2x plus 2y plus 2 over 2 is equals to what? Is equals to 4. So with this, you say x plus 2y is equals to 4, right? This is going to give us equation 1. And with this, we'll say, if you look at this fraction, we can simplify this fraction into a lowest term, and the lowest term is that we are going to divide all through. Ordinarily the expression that we have, the fraction that we have is divide all through by 2. And if you divide all through by 2 sincerely, what do we have? We are going to have x plus 2y plus, just x plus y. All of them has 2 as a coefficient. X plus y plus this one will become 1 and equals to 4, right? So by the time we take 1 to the other side, we have x plus y is equals to 4 minus 1 will give us 3. So this will be our equation 2. So if you combine these two equations, x plus 2y is equals to 4 and x plus y. Let's use the elimination method. If I use the elimination method, so by subtracting, what am I going to have? X minus x will be 0, 2 minus y will give me y, and 4 minus 3 is going to give me 1. That's my y. And since I can pick any of these equations, either I pick x plus y equals to 3 or x plus y is equals to 4. So if I pick x plus y equals to 3 and my y is already 1, so this one will become x plus 1 is equals to 3 and my x will be what? 3 minus 1, which is 2. So therefore the values of x and y are 1, x, or the values of x and y are x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 1. I hope that is clear. So these are the two examples I'm going to discuss on the midpoint of a line segment. So we need to move to the last topic we plan to cover today, and the last one is going to be gradient and equation of a straight line. Gradient and equation of a straight line. So gradient and equation of a straight line. Greater than equation of a straight line. Greater than equation of a straight line will be our last topic for today. So the grade of a line of 2 points is given as m equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And the angle of the slope is defined as theta equals to tan inverse of m. So what do? Let's look at an example. In this example now, we have find the gradient of a line joining the points 3, minus 4 and 6, minus 7, and also the angle of the slope. So since we already know the formula and the formula for the angle of the slope, what do? We'll go straight to the point. The gradient of these 2 points will be I think my hand is obstructing the reflection. Anyway, so let me just say m is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So my y2 in this question is minus 7. My y1 is minus 4 over my x2 is 6. My x1 is 3. So at the end of the day, you are going to have minus 7 plus 4 over 3. And that will give us what? Minus 3 over 3. That will give us minus 1. So the slope here is m equals to minus 1. Remember, we are asked to find the angle of the slope. So the angle of the slope now will be theta is equals to tan inverse of m, which is tan inverse of 1. You can tell us the tan inverse of 1. Tan inverse of 1 is equals to minus 45 degree. So since this angle now falls in the last quadrant, that's the fourth quadrant, so what do? You say that your theta is equals to 360 degree minus 45 degree, and that gives us 315 degree. So this is it. So each time you have to find the gradient of a line, that is joining 2 points. This is the way to go. This is the formula. M is equals to y2 minus 1. As soon as you know this formula, you are good to go. And then if you're asked to find the angle between the angle of the slope also, just find the tan inverse of whatever your gradient or slope is, and then you are fine. Please know that gradient is sometimes called slope. So when you call it slope, you are right, and when you call it gradient, you are also right. So because of time, we are going to limit the example of gradients to this, and then we can move to equation of a straight line. So at your convenience, you can try as much as possible to treat many questions to perfect your understanding on these topics. So now we are done with this. So now equation of a straight line. The equation of a straight line is usually of the form y is equals to mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is y-intercept. So, like I said, the equation of a line is usually of the form. Generally, equation of a line is in form of y equals to mx plus c. So your m there is your gradient and your c there is your y-intercept. So we are going to look at just two examples on this. So the first example, you are asked to find the equation of a line with gradient 2 and y-intercept 3. So the first thing you are going to do is what? You write out your formula. So now, you already know that the equation of a line is equals to y is equals to mx plus c. We have already been given our gradient to be equals to what? Our gradient is 2, which is m equals to 2, and our intercept is what? It's 3. So which is c equals 3. Just substitute these values into the equation of a line, and you get the perfect equation of a line for that question. So this one will become 2x plus 3. So this is the equation of a line for that question. Another one, we have that if we have a line 2x plus 3y plus 3 is equals to 0. That will give us 2x plus 3y is equals to what? Minus 3. Isn't it? So we are asked to find equation of a line. You know that equation of a line, y is always the subject of the formula. So you look for a way of making y the subject of the formula. So if you want to make y the subject of the formula here, we have 3y is equals to minus 3 minus 2x, right? We can divide all through by 3 to make our y the sub of the formula, and then you have your y equals to minus 3 minus 2x over 3, right? You can split this as minus 3 over 3 minus 2 over 3x, right? So this is the same thing as y is equals to minus 1 minus 2 over 3x. Remember that your y is equals to mx plus c. Your y is equals to mx plus c. So you can rearrange this to become y is equals to minus 2 over 3x, minus 1. So if you compare here, your m is equals to minus 2 over 3, which is your gradient, and your c is what? You know, for the main equation, the what do they call it? The intercept is plus c, but here you have what? Minus 1. So if you have plus here, it's going to be plus into bracket of minus 1. So your intercept will be what? Minus 1. And that's all. It is very direct. There is no big deal in it. However, we also have another form of finding equation of a line. In this particular one, you find equation of a line between 2 points, provided that the gradient has been given. So we quickly look at one or two examples on that, and we call it a day, or we end the session with that part.